Good evening. Welcome. My name is Obindako. Welcome. I want to share with you, what I have termed as the quality of our lives reflect the quality of our relationships. The quality of our lives reflect the quality of our relationships. Humans, as we all are social beings. Is in us to yearn to be in relationship with another man. It feeds us. We are wired. Our system is wired to be in constant, relationship with people, and that is why when people are lonely, it disturbs them more than any other. But the fact that we are social beings does not mean that we need every kind of relationship to get to where we want to go. In fact, our relationships eventually will reflect or will decide the kind of lives that we live. Whatever achievement that we get to do with our lives, a lot of it will largely, after a while, depend on the quality of the relationships or the people that we had around us at the various stages and the various points in our lives. And so you see that most people, our first point of relationships is from a family. Your mother, your father, your siblings, if you had any. Their influence on us, the quality of that relationship, will decide what we become in our 20s and in our 30s and things like that. And then when we start to understand some little things, we also choose, friends, we choose, organizations that we join. All of those are made up of people. Now, the quality of those will eventually decide the kind of life that we live before we pass out of time. So it's not one of the things that we take lightly. If you look at your life now, if you're 20 years, if you're 30 years, if you're 50 years, at every point in time, your life, the decisions that you made were largely influenced by the people who were around you. Same with me. And so if you find yourself that you were in detour, it's likely that you had the wrong kind of relationships around you. And if you find yourself to have to have the opportunity to to meet the kind of targets that you set for yourself, if you think that you are meeting your achievement, the things that you set to achieve, it's more likely that you had the right people around you at the point that you needed those kind of people. And so relationships, people that we have around us, they so much decide almost everything that we become in this life. They talk about destiny. You hear about destiny and fate and things like that. I think that it's not absolute. It's not absolute that whatever they say is about destiny will happen. I think that it's not fixated. It's not something that will just come up. I believe that to a large extent, not absolute, but to a large extent, we are the product of the preparation that we have had, the choices and the decisions that we make. And so even if there was a decision, even if there was a destiny for you, you could still miss that destiny by not having the right preparation, the right choices, and the right decisions made. And so we choose the people that we relate with, and those people influence the kind of life that we end up to live. And so maybe when we were children, we didn't know. So you had all kind of friends. Maybe in your teens you didn't know, so you had all kind of friends. Maybe when you were 10 you didn't know, you had all kind of friends. But if you have success in mind, if you had achievement in mind, if you want to do something with your life, in as much as focusing on that is important, I also believe so much that knowing who is around you is as maybe double more important than just having a vision to get to where you want to go. Because those people around you, they are the fuel, they are the force. If they are the positive force, you get to where you want to go. If they are the force that drags, you'll miss the point that you have set for yourself. The passion of the people around you, their intensity of thought, their character will eventually affect your life. It will affect my life. The people, if it's girlfriend that you date, if it's a woman that you marry, if it's a friend that you keep, the people that you are largely in constant relationship all the time, they virtually decide what you want to become. And at a point where we did not, I think that most people before 25 really not sure, and so that's where majority of us were caught up in relationship, in friendship. And at that point, most of us, if you're not lucky and we caught up, we got hooked up with the wrong kind of people, those people shifted what we should have been. And so you go to secondary school and you find that you ended up with a friend who was no focus. They will decide what you become in the secondary school more than yourself, because we are all social beings and we are listening to people all the time. You have people who happen to have friends who are bad influence. If you happen to have friends, some of them may not even be bad influence per se, but you see that their passion for success is weak. They're not intense. If those are the people that you move with constantly, you will not have a very high intensity of passion to succeed. And so eventually you will see that you become an average person. Why? Because of the relationship that you keep. There are people who will always talk you to be careful. They will talk you to be, they will talk you to believe that you are, you're worrying so much to become something. The kind of words that they use for you. Sometimes you're so much energetic, you're so much passionate, you have an idea, you want to work on it, and these people around you, anytime that you discuss those kind of ideas with, they deflate you. Now, if you keep that kind of relationship will become your future. Not the passion that you have for the future, not the ideas that you set for your future, not the dreams that you set. Because anytime that you have that dream, or anytime that you have that new idea and you talk to them, by the time that you leave their presence, you feel helpless, you feel hopeless. That is a negative relationship. Their quality is low. Now, if you believe that your life must be better than that, look at the people that you keep. If you cannot keep them out of your life, you should find a way of trying to build a relationship which can fuel the quality that you need for the future that you want. Maybe they will be your wife, they will be your husband, maybe they are your children, your family, your parents, but the quality is in opposite to where you want to go. That becomes a very tough situation. In that case, you may have to build another kind of relationship which you can depend on to feed the future that you want. people take those kind of forces lightly. People take relationships lightly because they think that they can create the future that they want just like that. We all spend time with people every day, and they create some kind of energy on us. If their energy is not good, and we are not even, we don't even know that the energy that we have around us is not good, the fact that we don't know will not compensate for the future that we want. And so look at your relationships. If you're not sure of the future that you want, look at the quality of relationship that you're keeping now. Because that quality of the relationship that you're keeping now is really the quality of the future that you want. And so if you're ambitious, if you want to do something with your life, sometimes you created some relationship because you're a young man and you didn't know what you were creating. But the moment it hits on you that I want to do something with my life, for instance, people who want to build businesses, the moment it hits you that I want to build a business, the kind of people that you create or the kind of people that you have around you will decide the kind of whether you'll be able to build a business or you'll not be able to build a business. If you have negative people around you all the time and you are not aware, all your life you struggle. All your life you are in constant debate, constant argument, constant struggle with the relationship around you. Because you want to go and they want to stay. You see big things and they see little things. You are not satisfied and they are settled. So if those are the only relationship that you have and you are not ready to sever that kind of relationship, you are not going to get the future that you want. It's a deception for you to think that you want a future that is so bright and the very immediate people around you are constantly saying opposite to that, and you so believe that you will get there. It's deception. Should that mean that you cut everybody around you? I don't know, but if you want that future, then you would have to re-engineer your relationship. You would have to re-engineer the forces that are on you, because the people that you move it, no matter how intelligent you are, no matter how sincere you are, no matter how forceful you are, and the future that you want to create, the people that you're calling every day, the people that you're doing something with every day, the people who are helping you, the people who are going with you every day, the people who you are always discussing ideas with every day, the quality that they have is really the quality that you're going to get in the future. So if they are the kind of people that you can all train together to grow to get the kind of quality that you want, then fantastic. But the way I see it, most people that you will not be the one to train the friends. You will not be the one to train the people who have known you all your life. You will not be qualified. A lot of people will not listen to you like that. And so it's a choice. You have to make the choice. You have to make the decision that I want to go to this future. I want to become this kind of person. If all the people around you doubt that, you don't have to prove it to them. You need another set of forces that you have to create so that relationship continues to feed you to get to the future that you want. Other than that, you will not. So most people happen to have their lives not sure of what they're becoming, and they will never attribute them to the kind of quality of people that they have around them. Most people never attribute to that. All the friends that you talk with, all the people around you, you like reading, you like studying, you like updating your life, and they don't like any of those. You say that you want to do something, you want to build an organization, you want to become very good at where you work. These are the things that you want. The very people that you move every day with, the very people that you go to the sports stadium with, the people that you go to church with, the people that you go to the movie theater with, the people that you go to the choba with, those people every day that you're talking to, the people you call friends, the people that you are in constant communication with, if they don't see those, that force will sacrifice your future. If you have a lot of doubters around you, your life will be in detour. And so look around you, because there is a constant. Let's say you have a partner, in whatever that you're doing. Maybe you have a business partner. You want to drive, you want to go, you want to achieve a lot. And let's say the business partner is also relaxed. You will not go. You will talk, you will do whatever you go. So far as you are in that partnership, so far as you are in that relationship, the success is not going to be according to the speed that you want. If you have people who are shallow in thinking, your results will be shallow. If you have people who are just passionate about little things in life, people who are always discussing what somebody else is wearing, the house somebody else built, the car somebody else bought, the wedding somebody else did, and those are the conversations that you have every time, and you think that you want to achieve something with your life, forget it. It's not going to work until you start to build another form of relationship. Sometimes I think it's better to be alone than to work with people who are shallow in thinking, people who are very negative, people who are dragging forces on you and on your dream. Sometimes I think it would be better to go alone than to have that. But it is double advantage when you have people who are deep in thinking, people who are positive, people who are ambitious, who are working towards the future that they want. And if you have that kind of relationship with such people, you will achieve your dreams. Your life will become better. Your life will become that quality that you want. And so, but most people have people who don't believe in them. A lot of friends, a lot of boys have friends that they drink with, they dance with, but they don't believe in them. They don't believe in them. They have people who doubt their gift. You are always coming up with ideas, and they are the ones shooting those ideas down every day. There's no need to spend your life trying to prove to those people. You are better off trying to look for quality people who you can talk to, who can communicate at that level. Even if it's just one person, you'll be able to achieve the life that you want, than trying to just go with these friends that you have known for all these years who are always in doubt. These are people, when they are doing something, they're hiding it from you. These are people who are not truthful with you. They are not open. They are dishonest. They don't have the best of your heart, the best of you at the heart. And if those are the kind of relationship that you are keeping all your life, and you still believe that you have a bright future, you are deceiving yourself. You're deceiving yourself. It's deceptive. And the earlier that it dawns on you that my relationships are actually determining the future that I'm creating. The future that I'm creating. The future does not just happen because you want it to happen. The future is created, and it is created today. And a lot of it is created by looking at the people that you are in constant communication, the people that you are planning with, the people that you are discussing ideas with, the people that you are building the future with constantly. Those are the people that are determining the future that you think that you're creating. So some people have some elaborate vision for themselves, but they are working with little minds until that great idea that you have is able to tell you that you are not going to get to that idea until you move out of the little mind people that you're moving with. You will never get to those ideas. And it is not any demonic forces. It is not anything. It's just the way life is. That the people that you move with, they are the people deciding, or they are the very forces deciding the kind of future that you're becoming. And so there's nothing wrong when somebody just wants to settle with something little, and they are moving together. I want to buy a bicycle, and that's all my dream in this life. And another person wants to buy a bicycle, and that's what their dream in this life. But if I want to own a plane, and my best friend that I think we are moving or building anything with is very satisfied with owning a bicycle, I cannot be in constant communication with that person and think that I will get to me owning a plane. If I want to build anything and the other guy is settled with 1,000 cedis a month, we are not going to move together to get to the dream that I have. And so don't look far. Look at the relationships that you have. Look at the people around you. They are the ones deciding the future that you want. It's not magic. It's not anything. It's not miracle. It is the people around you. And so sometimes it's difficult because maybe it's a parent, maybe it's a wife, maybe it's a children, maybe it's, if it happens to be those, especially if it happens to be a spouse, in fact, that is difficult. But your life, on the average, is a reflection of the kind of spouse that you have, the kind of mate that you have. That is it. That's the reality. Unless you are not moving and unless you are not in constant communication. And so if you want quality life, then you probably would have to look well and try to re-engineer, because the future you are getting, or the future or the quality of life that you think you are creating, is really packaged in the kind of people that you're moving with, the kind of people, the quality that you have. So if the quality is weak and you so much think that you are creating that future, you're deceiving yourself. It's deception for you to think that my future is very great. My future is very great, but I'm working with people who don't believe in it, and we are always talking. It's not going to work. Forget it. And after a while, you will see that it's not working until you start to create that community, that relationship that believes in the future that you want, or the future that you're going. Okay, so my name is Obinda Ako. I am talking about the quality of our lives largely reflect the quality of our relationships. So the quality of our lives now, the quality that we are enjoying now, they reflect the kind of relationships that we have been keeping up until now. And so if you are not happy with it, and we still think that we are going to create that happy future by still carrying the same kind of relationship alongside, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, because human beings reflect the quality of your choices, and choices come from the quality of mind that discuss ideas, quality of minds that discuss strategies. So if all your friends are always discussing Kukumbaja and Kumau movies and football and Chelsea and politics and insulting your mama, I can bet you that that's not the future that you want. And so if you're going to create anything, if you're going to build up on what you have created, you are going to look at the kind of, and the most dangerous aspect of it is that if you don't know what is quality, then that is a problem. If you don't know the quality of life that you want, and if you don't know when you see a quality person, then that's a problem. Then you are yourself your problem. So don't worry about anything. Don't say anything to anybody. Just flow. But if you can see quality, if you can see the future that you want, then you should be able to see and weigh the relationships that you have. And if you cannot separate those relationships, start to build another one. Start to build those that can take you to the future that you want, because relationships are the vehicle that will take us to our destination. So don't deceive yourself that you can just keep any relationship and still achieve anything. All great men, all great people, their future reflect the kind of close associates that they kept or they keep, and their quality. So, they talk about destiny. Some people even believe that, God has blessed me, so I'll be successful. Okay, deceive yourself. Your success is a direct reflection of the trainings, of the preparations that you have had. And they are coming from the relationships that you keep. So if your relationships are weak, your decisions will be weak. Because everything that happens, you're always discussing it with somebody. That's the fact of life. If anything happens in your day, you have a friend, you have a mother, you have somebody that you are always talking to. All of us talk to somebody. Now, that person's quality and your quality will decide the kind of ideas or the kind of strategies that are coming out of the conversation. And those are going to be responsible for the decisions that you're going to make. And those decisions are going to reflect the results that we are going to get. And sometimes a lot of us delay in life largely because of the low quality of people that we kept in our lives. Their sense of agency, their sense of quality, their sense of achievement, the character development that they have, the personal development that they have, the ambition, what has broadened their horizon. Those people, they have decided the results that we have. And so if you're not happy with those, and those people are not going to improve, then we just have to make a decision whether you want the future that you want in reality, or you just want to talk about that future and you still want to keep those relationships. Because so long as you keep those kind of relationships that are not ready to to hold that future that you want, or to create that future that you want, then you have to choose between the two, whether you want that future or you want to hold on to that relationship. It's a choice, but you cannot deceive yourself by not weighing the kind of people around you, because whatever that we are building, they reflect the kind of relationships that we are keeping. Whatever that we are building, whatever, the friends that you have, the family that you have, the business team that you have, the employees that you have, every human that you have around you. Sometimes the way you even go to church, the quality there has enormous effect on your choices and your decision, and the kind of achievement that you can, and what you call even achievement. Because our environment is made of people, and their quality will affect our quality. And so we are the product of our choices. We are the product of our relationships. We are the product of our preparations. And we choose people that relate with. Not your parents, not your wife. Maybe your wife, you chose her. And so if you're not happy with her, it's a choice. You chose your husband. It was a decision. Maybe nobody put a knife on you to say that marry that man. So it's a choice. And that decision has largely affected the kind of life that you are enjoying now. If you happen to have married a politician, probably you are the first lady. And if you happen to have married another man, you probably ended up with that man. So it's a decision. Whoever you get in contact with at which point in your life will decide what kind of person that you become. So it's not so much that they say that it's destiny. It's destiny to some point. But a lot of it is the people that we are meeting, the decisions that you are making, and at what point in time that we met whoever. Which means that if we did them without knowing, and now that we know, we should be able to make those choices. And so don't leave a lot of things to just fate and it's destiny and it is in the hands of God and God will decide what. A lot of it, you are deciding. The only thing is that you are deciding not by your will, but you have left it like that, not by the right choices and the right decisions. You just left it like that. Because once you choose to be with another person, once you choose to learn from somebody, once you choose to be in relationship with somebody, they are going to affect how you're going to end up in life. Whoever that you befriend will have influence on you. Whoever that you get in contact with will affect the quality of life that you enjoy, whether up or down. Everybody that we deal with will influence us. And so our strengths, or maybe our benefit will be the kind of quality that we chose, or the kind of quality that we built together, the relationships, the people, because our lives are reflecting those all the time. Some people are very much settled in their little achievement. Some people are never satisfied. They want to go to the next. 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 They want to do a lot. They are not selfless. Some people are just very selfish with little and say that just little, I'm okay with that. But some people want to do more to help a lot of people, and they're desperate. It's not that because they are not content, no, because they see that there is more need to be done. So they want to achieve more so that they can help more. Now, if you're that kind of person, and you are in constant communication with that person who is very much self-focused and selfish and doesn't care about any other person, your destiny, you will not be able to reach that destiny. You will never be able to reach that destiny where you have a lot to help a lot of people. Because our lives only reflect the kind of people that we have had. So if you're lucky to have, gotten good people who came close, you see that your life will start to make progress. If you fell on the other side where you met or you formed relationship with people who were not going anywhere, you see that your life is in constant pain and constant struggle, because humans create forces on each other. And so if the other people are not creating any force on you, you're not becoming anything. You're not becoming anything. And they don't even matter whether you have a good education or you don't have a good education. You know, you send your children to school, they can get the best of education. If they happen to marry the wrong one, until the marriage is dissolved, they will reflect the quality of persons that they marry. I think that the people, the quality, the kind of people that people marry is more important than the kind of education that they have. I think so. The kind of person that people marry, we eventually decide who they become more than the kind of education that they had at the point that they are in that kind of relationship. And so you are spending a lot of money to say that your child will become a lawyer. If he happens to marry a wrong one, they will be slow. They will not achieve much. They will be relaxed. But if they happen to marry another one who is ambitious and who is pushing, self-pushing and going, they'll become better. They'll become better. So look at your relationships. They're deciding what you're becoming. My relationships have been responsible for what I have become, good or bad. Good or bad. The pains that we have endured, the pain, the mistakes came out of the relationship that we kept. The friends, the families, the organizations that we joined. The most painful moments came from somebody that you had a relationship with. The things that you are not happy with, the things that you regret, the things that you are happy with, the prospects, the breakthroughs, the light days that you had, they also came from somebody. It was a relationship. And so it's either good or bad. But relationships culminate, they push us into what we become. And so you would want to, maybe the second, the third, the fourth phase of your life, you would want to build the kind of relationships based on the kind of future that you want, because they will eventually decide what you become. And so whoever you want to become, you have to look at your relationships now. You have to look at the kind of people around you, what they want to become and what you want to become, because without them, you will struggle to achieve anything. You struggle to achieve the very things that you want to achieve. If you have bad relationships, you are going to struggle. You have to beat yourself every day. But if you made the right choice to have somebody who was good, it becomes easier. Life is easy, or life is a bit less stressful when you have the right people around you. When you have the people who are trained and prepared to be going the same direction as you have. Yes, there will be troubles, but at least it's way easier. But if you happen to be in relationship with the people who are not going where you are going, and you can't leave them behind, life is painful. Life is painful. If you happen to be going somewhere and the people who you have are not going to those areas, you have trouble. And so if you are young, maybe you are in your 20s, you are in your 15s, and you see yourself locked up in some kind of relationship that you know that they are not going to help your future, re-engineer them, redesign the kind of people that you want to move with, so that you know that you'll be certain that you'll get to the future that you have set for yourself. Now, if you're in your second phase of your life, if you're in your 30s, in your 40s, and you hope that in your 60s things will be different, don't hope. Just look at the people around you, the people that you're talking to every day, and look at the things that you're talking about every day. Those are the things that are going to be in your future. It's not going to be magic. It's just the way it is. The very things that you're discussing every day, they are the things that are going to be there tomorrow. And so if I get up and I'm discussing this particular thing, those are the things that I'm building my expertise in. I'm not going to be any other thing. That is the thing that I'm becoming. And so if you don't build those kind of relationships, they will just reflect in the life that you are praying for, because they are more powerful than anything. So if you want peace, when they want to change a lot, when the company has trouble and they want to restructure the company to make sure that the company is profitable, do you know what happens? They start to move the people, the top, they move them, they reposition them, or they cut them. And the moment they do that, what is the company? The company is just anything. It's just the people. So the moment you put the right person there, things start to work. That's how powerful human beings are. So if you have all these friendships and there is always problem every day, they are always screwing you, they are lying, they are cheating, they are putting you in troubles all the time. The troubles are not going to go away until you cut those relationships. And if you're good-hearted, you're a kind-hearted person, you love people, this is difficult. This may even seem like it's selfish, selfishness to you, and that's true. But if you want to achieve something, and these people are delaying you, these people are always constantly, reducing your energy, talking negatively about you. They don't believe in what you are becoming. You would want to reduce the contact. You want to spend more time with people who are feeding your confidence, who are feeding your ingenuity, who are feeding your passion for the growth that you want, who are feeding your passion for the things that you want to do. That's what you want. That's where you want to spend your energy on. But if you are the kind of person that you're feeble and you are very much nice looking and nice and kind person and you don't want to offend everybody, you will sacrifice that future because you were not able to cut the negative forces around you, the negative people around you. So look at their passion. If you want the future that you want, look at the passion of the relationships that you have, the passion of the people that you are constantly moving with. Look at their passion, look at the intensity, their intensity for the life that they say that they want, the achievement that they want. Look at their character, their honesty level, their work ethics. Look at the things that they put up with. Look at all those, because if you don't, and you just say that, they don't matter, they don't matter, but your future is not going to be different from the character that you're seeing today. So they don't matter, no problem, but it means that that is the future that you're going to have. And so if you're not sure of the future, look at the relationships that you have now and those that you are keeping, because those are the ones that are going to be responsible for the future that you want. It's just a basic fact of life. So if you have negative people around you, you'll struggle all your life. That is the fact. If the people around you are negative, very pessimistic, they don't see anything good in life, they don't see anything good in you, you'll struggle all your life. They're selfish, they are inward looking, they don't share, they keep theirs and they come to share with you, you are struggling in life. You're dissipating energy. But if you continue to keep them, you keep the doubters. If you keep the doubters, you are always in detour. Your life is always in circle. Your best friends are people who doubt you all the time. Then you might as well just stay alone. That way at least you'll be reflective. It's better to be alone than to keep bad friends, because you're not going to go anywhere. Especially if you're ambitious. If you believe that, the people who are ambitious, they know. And they have it in their lives right from the beginning. Some people are never ambitious. Some people don't really care about it. They just flow with anything. But some individuals are very ambitious. They always want to do something with their life. They're always trying something. Those people don't just keep any relationship. Don't just keep any relationship thinking that your life will be the one that you're so much happy to get. No. The relationship will decide the life that you're becoming. And so I'm closing. So if you keep the doubters, you'll be in detour all your life. If you have people who have, all your friends are shallow in thinking, they are not thoughtful, they are not deep in thinking, your life is not going to go anywhere. But if you have people who believe in you, people who feed your passion, your gift, they are confident and they are ready to create the future that you all want, you'll be better off moving with said people, because those will reflect the kind of people that you're becoming. And so thank you very much. Your future, they just reflect the kind of people that you spend your life with. Just like that. And so look for good people. Look for people who have character. Look for people who have intensity. People who have expertise. People who are going somewhere. Launch out for them. They don't have to be from your tribe. They don't have to be people who look even like you. They could be Chinese, they could be Indians, they could be anybody. But so far as they have this kind of ethics, they could be Africans, they could be anybody. They could, sometimes you may not even meet them physically. They could be friends on Facebook, on WhatsApp. It could be anything. People who you are sharing constant ideas with should be people who want to go somewhere, who believe in the future. Then you'll be there. Who are ready to share. Whatever they have, they share with you. They want the best for you. They want your best of interest, or your best interest is in their heart. They are not the ones creating to squash your future. They are not the ones trying to frustrate what you're becoming. They are the ones that even if they can't help, they pick the phone to make a call on your behalf. These are the people that you move with if you want to go somewhere. They are not the people who are always little-minded, thinking about their, what even the little progress that you're making, they are jealous. You don't want to keep people like that in your life. If you continue to keep people like that in your life, you will struggle and pain all your life. You will shortchange the greatness that you have. You want people who have that bigness of heart. If you call them your network, if you call them your inner circle, they have to be people who have that quality of spirit, that quality of mind. People who are never sad to see you buy a new car, because that is trivial to them. They believe that you can do more than that. The people who are never sad to see you build another business, become something great. Those are the kind of people that you want to move with. People who, and you see that in their actions. It's not that they say it with their mouth. They do that as well. If they have to sacrifice something for you to progress, they do that. If they have to help you with money, they will do that. If they have to do something even at their discomfort, they will do that. Those are the people that you try to find in your life. And if you get that, they don't have to be 10. It could be 1, it could be 2. You do a lot with just very few people who are quality. Okay, sometimes you can find that in the woman that you marry or in the man that you marry. And with that force, you can create anything. Okay, sometimes you can find that in your brother. Sometimes you can find that in your parents. Sometimes you can find that in a friend. But when you find those kind of people, they will reflect the future that you become. Even the master himself had quality people. People that he could rely on. People that he knew that if he were there and they were absent, or they were present and he was absent, they will say the same thing that he will say. Those are the kind of people you're looking for. Quality people. If you have that, life is easy. But you have a lot of doubters around you, life is bitter and frustrating. And so don't spend all your life on the people who are negative, people who sag you all the time, people who contend and fight over little things. Whilst people are going to the mass, people are building great things, they are fighting about house and car and new job position. That's so trivial, It's very little. If you move with people like that and they fight you based on basic achievement, you have very low quality people. You will not become any great. You want to take over. You want to build hospitals. You want to build universities. You want to build countries, cities. Those are the things that we are looking at. You want to build 100 companies. You want to be an achiever. You want to help so many people. You want to put thousands in the university. You want to produce a lot of engineers. You want to produce networks. You want to change the world. You want to change Africa. Those are the things. Those are the kind of people who talk like that, people who behave like that, people who walk like that. Those are the kind of people that you want to move with. Not the little ones who are fighting you because you bought a little car and who are happy because you failed with your little business. Those are not the kind of people. Their quality is low. And if that is the only network you have, I can predict your future. It is very small. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you.